NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. These two teams had not one but 2 memorable encounters a year ago. Their first one was Week 5. That's when Ben Roethlisberger threw a handful of interceptions. Jacksonville won big. And then, of course, the Jags, Charles, they doubled down in the playoffs.
Yeah, they beat Pittsburgh again in Pittsburgh, 45-42, to advance to their 3rd AFC championship game in franchise history. And I like what you did there. A handful. 5 interceptions by Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he struggled in that first outing.
372.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Who's 30?
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And then people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs.
Green 80. Green 80. 11. Green 80.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Big Ben going to take it himself. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. James has got it. Complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's... Third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. His target, Hunter, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And off the deflection, it's caught. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense. And in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Bortles now to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go. Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right. 372.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Ryan Shazier in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Bortles to throw once more. Steps away to his left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Bunch right.
To throw, it's Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jags are able to cash in for 6. To try here for the extra point.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
The point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He'll air this one. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. There's Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Let's go. 8. Spin.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette looking to find the lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Bortles going to throw. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now out come the Steelers. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The give is to Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is Central Florida's Traquan Smith, his first NFL catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Roethlisberger throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bell. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He'll return it from the 6. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jaguars getting set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Green 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Going up top. They've got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bortles. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. 372. Check 26. Check 26. Slam. Omaha. Mike's 50.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A give to Bell. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Bell. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Jordan Berry now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. Now a play fake. Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Hey, slow down. Let's go. Corner.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Take 2 of them.
This is Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
230.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, giving different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fournette fighting through, and now running right through it. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Bortles now on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Bortles to the former Jets, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
380.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Bortles. And that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done. Well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. A screen to Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, but it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the rookie from Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's Scarborough again. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch him now, Barney.
Scarborough on the toss. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. 180. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They try again with Scarborough. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was locked, it was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. On second down, here's Roethlisberger.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And this little maneuver should do it as Kessler goes down to a knee. Well, this is now loss number 7 for him on the year. Remember, this was a team that thought it could win 10 games. Now they've got an uphill fight.
An uphill fight to try and make the playoffs, because you don't have to win 10 to get in, but you're going to probably need some help from a lot of other teams in order to have a chance now. That is a disappointment for a team that thought 10 was their threshold.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.